So today we're going to do a walkthrough of Celeste, and I'm going to, like a Deathless route of Celeste, going through the routes that I go for my Deathless runs, and just describing like the markers that I use for dashes, where I dash, pretty much everything that I've done to try and make the route as consistent as possible. But first couple of things is fine, so like Prologue, there's not too many issues. Just jump in, just make sure you land on the platforms. Prologue shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, we'll go through. It'll get more like in depth in the latest chapters. First couple are fine. It's more, a lot of cases it's just a case of going the same route. But a couple of things aren't immediately apparent from just watching the run. So we'll go in depth with it. Okay. Yeah, let's go first chapter. I think there's only a couple of things with this one, but it should be fine overall. So yeah, start, just a couple of easy dashes, a few easy dashes to start. With this one, basically you bounce, hold to the right and dash. Really simple one, so we bounce, hold to the right and dash. Simples. Dash this one. Of course there'll be variations with how different people do it, but this is just the route that I do. Here, so I just jump straight up and jump on this. Wait until you're definitely stopped, because even if the platform stops right at the end, it can just throw you off, so make sure it's definitely stopped before jumping off, because momentum will throw you into the spikes. You can just do a wall dash up here, so you might not have learned that depending on where you are in the game, but just jump up against the wall, press jump off the wall. So dashing up, pressing wall jump, and get up here pretty easily. It's just a lot quicker. Up here, let the platform do the work and push you up. Climb up. Up here. So I grab onto the wall, jump off, dash, and then use a dash. I just find this very consistent. So grab, jump off, dash, grab that, up, dash. It's just keeps it consistent, keeps the same movements every time. So grab, jump off, dash, up, dash. Here, jump, dash left, go down, grab wall, jump. Pretty simple. Here, if you just stand on the edge here, you won't go into the spikes if you just stand still. So you can wait until you go here and then jump over. But I just normally just jump up there and then climb up. This one, I dash right at the peak of the jump, so when we're right at the top, dash, hold in right, fall on the platform, then keep moving right. Yeah, you just don't want to stay stationary because obviously you're just going to go right into those spikes. This one, just jump, grab, jump on here, simple. This one, you can do like the standard method of going up here, dashing over, doing all that. I prefer to just do a wave dash. A wave dash is jump up, dash down, and then do a jump. It's jump up, dash down, jump, and press X. I did actually want to try that again. Shouldn't have gone to the next area then. Can we do it the other way? Almost, hang on. There we go. So it's going to be jump, dash to the right, and when we hit the ground, we're going to be pressing jump again and going forward. Got to press the jump as we're going off, because otherwise you won't get the dash back. So jump, get the dash back, dash up, and then dash up. It takes a bit of practice, but I prefer doing it that way. Just gets the... I'm just going forward, I need to... Wait a sec. I just find it speeding. It's not that hard to learn, just speeds up the runs when you're resetting over and over again. So here, we're just going to do it quite speedily, so jump in. Simple as that, really. Again, into this, jump up, get this one. Yeah, nothing to these, we're going up this way. This one, jump, grab, get this. Jump up, I'd probably say, sometimes you might come a bit short, so just be ready to grab, because this wall here, if you're a bit short, you can grab on that and you won't always fall into the spikes. Jump down here, dash. If you want to, you can always just do a horizontal dash here. You'll grab the wall and be able to climb up. This one, again, you can do the route that goes properly around. I actually just prefer going up here, jumping to here and dashing up here. It just speeds things up and it's not really that dangerous. Just get a couple of practices and it'll be really reliable. And then finally this one, so we jump up here, platform, grab up here, grab. I normally like try and position myself down here because if you jump from up here you might hit into the roof and just drop into the spikes. So I try and position down, jump up, and then there's no risk of hitting yourself on hitting your head on the ceiling. And then same stuff at the end. Grab, jump up. Yeah, same stuff. Yeah. Easy, chapter 1. Right, chapter 2. A few more things going on in chapter 1 we'll go through. Start of it's just routing. So we'll just dash through. I normally do like wave dash here, it just speeds it up, and at the start of this run it's just getting to the place you want to, so you'll get pretty speedy at this. Here's another place that, again, you can do this jump over stuff and do it like that. This is another place that I just like prefer to do this wave dash if you can get it. So just doing it like that. It's not necessarily like you can do the slower way, but if you get used to doing that and get confident with it, just another speedy thing up you can do in the run, especially because you'll be playing this section like quite a few times when getting the run. You could also do it here, but in this place I actually find it more consistent. Just doing this, there's just a bit of a different level of risk. I should actually do that again. So when we're on here, don't jump, just let yourself drop. If you do a jump, then you can just go straight back into those spikes. So when you're on that wall over there, just drop down, grab the wall on the left, jump, hang on, let's reset. So jump up, get onto this wall. We're going to go onto this wall, we're going to let go, drop down, get this, dash up into there. And that's all good. Okay, next. This place, yeah, just do these dashes, right? Not too much to these. Because we're just going right back up to the ceiling. There's no extra berries, nothing extra this time. Just going back to where we want. Here, do a diagonal dash up here. You can either dash at the end there or just jump off. If you press the jump button as you're leaving this black spiraling mass or whatever it is, it'll launch you further. So you can either press jump at the end, which will launch you, or just dash again up to the wall. Here, diagonal dash up, down, up, up. Right. Yeah, just follow that. Okay, battling. There'll be a couple of sections that we'll reset a couple of times to just go through the routes. But this one's just pretty standard, just go straight up. This one, we go diagonal. Take your time here, because if you rush, you can easily just go into the spikes and make a bee of it, and there is no rush for this one, so just dash up, land, take your time, jump up here, up dash, dash. You can speed up when you've had practice, but just take your time with that. Dash up, climb up, up. With that one, when you do that initial, because you can either do a jump and land on the platform on the right and then jump up, or you can just do a straight dash up, grab the wall that's just below the entrance and then climb up, as you saw there. For this one, we're going to jump up here, jump here, and then climb up the wall. Battling follows the route we take, so if you just don't overlap and take your time, then you'll be perfectly fine. So like, just grab here, land on this platform, climb up the wall, you don't overlap, you'll have no issues. So this one, there's a couple of ways that I do it. The only variation is with this one, really. So I either do it like, I made a bit of that. I either do it by grabbing this first, grabbing this, dashing over here, grabbing up, dashing left, climbing up this wall, grabbing this, and then dropping down, and then going to freedom. Or I leave this one till last. I still do the same route, but grab this, dash up, hit this, dash left, grab that wall, climb up, and then get it that way, even though I made a bit of it. But yeah, that might be the safer way. It just depends. Like sometimes I miss it that first time, so I normally do. If I do miss it that first time, then it's a pretty easy way to grab it afterwards. But yeah, I do prefer getting that one first though, so that's what I'd recommend really. There's more battle-ins, but as long as you don't overlap, you'll be fine. This one, just press dash. You don't need to do any other movements. Don't jump, don't dash afterwards. So get up on here, get here, and literally just press dash. You'll end up on this platform, and you'll have no risk of going into either spikes on either side. This one, double dash up. Wait until the platform lands, and then dash. Get to this, come up here, climb on this, dash left, and then you're good. So dash, diagonal dash up, land on this platform, wait until it's dropped, dash in over to this, climbing up, wait a sec, dash to this, and then down we go. This one's a bit the longest section, so we're going to be going down here, which is a little hidden section. Drop down this wall, go around, and down here. This one will just take a bit of practice. So dashing through here, dropping down here, dash. Staying on this wall to slow you down, going under this, grabbing that, dash. For this bit, we're going to be grabbing this one. Grabbing this one. We're going to wait for a sec here, because otherwise we're going to run into one of the 5 battle-ins. Grabbing that, and then following this down. You could also do it this way, because sometimes I make a bee of it. So come down here, dash down, grab this. So sometimes I make a bee of it and don't get the dash, so sometimes I drop down here. If that happens, then just grab this one, do the same, wait a sec, do here, make a bee of that. But yeah. As long as you remember where you've been and try not to overlap, then you'll be fine, because I made a bee of it there, but because we didn't overlap, we're fine. After this, there's no real worries. Not to say you can't die, because if you do a diagonal dash into the wall, you'll still die, but just it's pretty easy to avoid. It's like I've actually like dashed into that and dashed into that little bit of floor there and died that way, which is a bit embarrassing. But other than that, it's just basically routing yourself back to the end. And once you're at this point, you can't die anyway. I honestly don't think there's a way to die when you're in this section. If anyone wants to prove me wrong, then please send me a video. Yeah. This is also a good place to find out like the best wave dashing route. But yeah, chapter 2, still pretty simple. Right, let's get into chapter 3, Celestial Resort. One of the longest levels, and quite a lot happens in this as well. Just a small thing, but what you can do up here is if you get on here and do a wave dash, and you don't make a bee of it, and you do, great, do a wave dash, dash up here. You can actually just go up here, and then you can just avoid all the blobby stuff down there. Just a very small thing, but once you get used to it and get better than I did at that. Just takes all the risk out of that first section. Okay, let's skip the cutscene. One thing to note is about skipping cutscenes, make sure the cutscene has started, because I have done it several times where I've gone to skip the cutscene's not started, I pressed retry, and that's the Deathless run over with. But yeah, let's restart this from the start. So yeah, this is the easy one. When it's past like 9 o'clock, it's like think of it like a clock. When these are past 9 o'clock, that's when you can dash over with. So yeah, gone past 9 o'clock, we dash up here, 9 o'clock, dash past here, jump down here, and we're here. Yeah, just show it quick. So past 9 o'clock, we dash over, dash over. You can do sideways dash and then climb up, so that was the wrong example, I shouldn't give. But like you can do this, where you dash through and then just climb up. I prefer doing like landing on top of it. Like this one we have to. But yeah, that one pretty decent. So this one, we're going to be picking out quite our perfect moment to do it. And I choose when he first goes down. So he's gone down, dash up here. And one thing to note with a couple of these sections, when you're like in that kind of elevator section, if you just jump from wall to climb up, you won't run the risk of losing stamina. So sometimes if you climb on one wall and try to just jump up all the way, you can lose stamina and just drop down. So we tried to minimize that in those sections. Just jump wall to wall and you'll end up at the top without having to worry about stamina. This one, I jump over to this section first. You don't have to, you can just dash to here. I just do it here for a bit of like normalizing, just like the same movements every time. But from here, I climb up here, get to the top, and once he's gone, we go up here. This blobby here, when it gets to 3 o'clock, so there, that's when I dash over. And then we just climb up here. But yeah. Down here, I just drop down. If you do that like pretty much straight away, you're pretty much fine every time. Just the timing of it works out. You don't have to mess about with that extra dash in the middle. This one, we're going to wall climb, and then we're just going to go straight and jump straight over. This is one where it depends if you're confident with the wave dashing. And this is one I use. So this might not work for like keyboard and mouse people, but like I use a PS4 controller. So sometimes I use the D-pad because I find with some form of wave dashing, it's more consistent. So sometimes I'll use D-pad. So I'll mention when I do that. But for the rest of the time, I just use analog. But this is one of the cases where I'll use D-pad. And what I'm going to be doing is pressing like the down button and the left button. So we're going to be doing like a grounded wave dash. So like normally we've been doing the jump ones, but this one would just be doing this one. Not off there, just to clarify, we're going to be doing it off that platform. That was just to show you. So jump up here, because we're going to be doing it off that platform to get to the edge, but if you want to be patient with it, you can just jump to that first platform and then dash up to that second. I just do it like this instead. So we drop down, and then we do that jump wave dash, and then just jump straight over. Okay. Same as earlier, we're going to climb up here, jump over, up dash. Once that's dropped down, we dash over, grab this, and can just jump straight over. This one, we're going to go to this bottom platform, climb up, dash over, then we're going to jump, jump, jump over. If you want to be safer, you can do it like dash over, dash, grab this, drop down, grab, and do that. But you'll get pretty confident at being able to jump off that. Up here we go. So this one, once it's gone past 3 o'clock, that's when we're going to be jumping over. And it's going to be from one cycle. We don't want to spend a lot of time on these because they're going to be sinking going into the blobs below. So it's going to be like, so jump, wait, jump, wait, jump, wait, and then we're gone. Yeah, you don't want to be spending too long on these. Yep. This one, I shouldn't have dashed there. I don't know why. We're going to be jumping on this and then just dashing straight over. You've got plenty of distance. You don't need to climb on that wall. You can just dash straight over. This one, we're going to be just jumping over. You can also put a dash in there if you want to make it a bit safer. This next room, it's I shouldn't have come in here. This is the same every time you enter the room. The timings of it. So I'll do it all in one route and then explain it. So we dash up, dash that, stand on here, and then grabbing that. So we want to we're going to only be hitting the springs once because I find relying on them to be very inconsistent. So we only hit the springs once, and that's right at the start. Because we're going to be walking in, hit this spring, dashing up. And that's the route we're going to be doing every time. This one. This one I find it's really easy to do a diagonal dash because you're holding left anyway. Like when you're jumping over to the left, it's really easy to do a diagonal dash. So when you blow that bit that we're going to climb, just be sure that you are intentionally pressing directly up, so directly up dash. Because it's really easy to do a diagonal dash there. Just be intentional with your button presses there. Okay. So this one, we're going to wait until it goes up, dash. When it goes up, we're going to jump back and then dash. So jump back, dash. So this segment, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Like this, I could work out, but I can't bother. But like, you can do the rooms in different orders, so I'm just going to show you the way I do it. It's the way I found consistent, and in fairness, I haven't really tested any others. I know this is consistent, so I don't mess about with it. So we're going to do this room first. So when we jump into this, wait until he goes away, dashing up here, and then going over him. This is another case that you can do it the proper way, quotations, by avoiding all the spikes. I prefer to do another ground dash here. So that's crouching down. I use D-pad here as well. Wait until he drops down and do that. I just find the distance that we do consistent, and then we do that again. Just, it works really well. Made a beaver. But yeah. Just the distance on that ground dash just works out pretty perfectly. So that's the way I like doing that section. You can do it, like I say, the proper way, like jumping in between. Personal preference there. This one, we just climb down. Pretty simple. This one, I prefer using the jump dash that we did in chapter 1. So that blobby on the right, we're going to wait until it goes up. And then we're going to dash up the wall. And I made a bee of it, but we're still good. So climb up here, jump up here, up dash here, wait for that one to go up the wall, and then jump up that way. What better? Okay, this one, easy jump there. Going to be dropping down and do a horizontal dash left, climb up here, get this. We're going to be grabbing onto that wall on the left. I grab on the wall, you can just drop straight down. But I grab on the wall to try and have like a consistent method. So grab, and then it's up to you to like spend your time choosing when you want to jump at what height. You can just dash over and then work your way down. I just grab the wall to try and keep have a form of consistency. But yeah, that's room 1. And this I think also the quickest way to wash your road, because he like hides himself in the mazes. Okay, next. So this one, we're going to be jumping between. This one's just going to be like follow the route I do. So on here, here, and then there. And then from here, you can just dash straight through. I just wait for that blobby to go on the other side. And then we're good. This one's really awkward. I'm not a fan of this. But the way I do it is when he comes back, I dash, jump, dash. You sort of need to get the timing of that. I really dislike it, but yeah. Hang on, I need to kill me. That one I need to talk about actually. So this one, dash when he comes back, and then jump, dash, and then wall climb. Next section I do need to talk about though. So we'll stay down here. Okay, this section we're about to go into. What you want to do is stay right at the top, so the first movement up, you can climb on the top. And then we're going to be jumping off immediately and holding down, so we go down as fast as possible. So climbing up to the top, so we're ready to get up when we've got time. So it goes up, we jump down, and then we hold down. That's consistent. This one is another one I use D-pad on now, because just for consistency, because we're just going to be doing horizontal and vertical dashes. So when he goes up, we're going to do a dash left, dash up, dash left, dash up, and dash left. So yeah, keep it simple. Dash left, dash up, dash left, dash up, dash left. This one, once it's gone past 3 o'clock, then we just dash over. And again, the reverse, once it's gone past 9 o'clock, again we go here. Simples. And we missed that. And then we've got one final section for this segment. So we have one last natter, and then we're going to here. We dash up here, natter with Theo. So this one, when the middle blob is on the right side, that's when we're going to dash. So it's going over to the right, that's when we're going to dash. So it comes to the left, goes to the right, and then we dash. Jump over, it's going to come over to the right, and that's when we dash. So this is when we dash now, when it's coming over to the right, and the reason for that is those two blobs that are in our way, both of them are at the bottom when this middle one is to the right. So it comes over to the right, both of them at the bottom. Like these two are both in the mess, in the pits, so we can dash over. So this one, we're going to dash, wall grab, dash, climb, simples. This one is a timing thing, so when it goes down, I'm going to climb up, wall jump, dash, jump over, dash. So we're here, we wait for it to go down, wall jump, dash, jump, dash up. Same timing every time. This one's another where we use the D-pad for more precise dashing, because it's really awkward. So we're going to grab this, dash right, climb up, and when it's sort of when this guy is at the bottom, hold on, let me dissect. So that bottom blobby, when he's at the bottom, we're sort of jumping whilst he's still there, because by the time we get there, he'll have already moved to the top. So it's sort of iffy, but that's what we've got to do. So we dash right, he's still there, we jump, we grab there. It's awkward, it feels really awkward, but that's the way to do it. Climb up, jump, and then you can hold down to get to the ground quicker. Yeah, that's segment 2 done. And then... okay. And then this is just a bit of key collecting and getting to the next section now. Okay, next. So, we're going to be doing wall climbing, so we're going to be starting on this right side. I'm going to wait for that blobby to go up. So we're going to be going up, wall jump, climb up, wall jump, dash up. Same every time, so it goes up, wall jump, climb up, wall jump, make a bee of it, but I saved it. Dash up, and then we're at the top. This one, just follow this route, so dash, grab wall, dash, grab, dash up, grab wall, dash, grab. Do that, same every time. And it's consistent. This one, just remember you can never go backwards because of all these tendrils on the floor. This one's more of a feeling one. This is like the one I talked about earlier where we could wall grab to make consistent, but this one's just going to take a bit of practice. And yeah, so we dash, fall down, dash left. It takes a bit of practice, that one in fairness. This one, dash up, wall jump. So this one, we want to be grabbing this and falling down when that blobby is going up. So it's gone up, we can grab, we can jump back. Dash here, we don't have to worry about that blobby. So I'll show that again quick. So we grab this. We're going to wait for that blobby to go at the floor. So it's at the floor, we grab that, dash up, grab here, and then we don't have to worry about that other one. Next section. This one, we're going to grab this wall and wait for this one to go right. It's on the right. We're going to go here and we're going to be patient, wait a sec, climb up, and then dash. Don't get too... try to rush that section quite a bit because those two will get you. This one, we just wait until it goes to one side and then just dash. This one, I'll show it first and then try and describe it. So we jump on here, wait for that to go to the left. One jump, dash, one jump, dash over. And then this one, we're going to be trying to jump. Try to have the thought of like you jumping over it first and then dashing afterwards. So when it drops down, we're going to be jumping over it and then dashing. So it jumps over and then we dash. Yeah, so this one, we're not trying to dash over it, we're trying to jump over it and then dash in to make sure we're out the way of it. And then these ones, it's like one jump whilst you're on it to make sure it doesn't drop down too far and then dash. Yeah. And then on to the last section of this segment. This one's just a follow the route kind of thing. Dash up. These ones, we're just waiting until the eyes point this way. So eyes point this way, we can dash over because they're going to shift out of the way. Climb up here. Make sure you're ready to dash left. He goes up. Simples. And then this one, just jump over. Simples. Right, the Oshiro boss fight kind of thing. This is consistent every time, kind of thing. A lot of the times with Oshiro, the only times he can kill you is if you sort of panic. If you just take your time and be patient and just go, I don't know what he's going to do, I'm just going to wait for him to attack and then just jump over. Just take your time with him at first. We'll start off, just jump over him. Like, we can take as much time as we want. Like, whenever, like, if you get disorientated or anything, just stay in one place, wait until he does something, and then attack, and then carry on your way. And then we're just going to go through here, dash up, simples. This one, I like to grab on the wall, wait for him to come, dash, jump up here, diagonal dash up, and carry on. This one, we're going to get into between these two, dash through, I make it. This one, dash up, he always attacks above because of the timings. Sugar. Get here. I'll restart that because that was a bit different. He's going to dash up, he's going to attack above. I'm going to dash here, stay here for a sec, dash up. The reason I don't use the spring is it just adds a variability to it, so I prefer to stay on like solid ground and react to him. The spring sort of, you've forced into position. So yeah, stay here on solid ground, wait till him attacks, and then get that. Then we're going to go up here, wall grab, jump down, grab this, and then run our way. So I grab this, I dash up when he's about to attack, jump over, and go. Same every time. At the start of here, I like to wait till he attacks first before going anywhere. So he goes to attack, we jump on here, stay here until he attacks again. Like I say, this is just taking our time. You don't need to be rushed by him. Do that. Get into a position, wait for him. Then wait for him again. And then run to our next section. So this one, again, I prefer waiting until after he's attacked once. And a point with this is you want to be at the top. You want to be at the top of your jump before you dash. So right at the peak, that's when you're going to be dashing. Because you will be falling slightly as you go through this. So if you don't get the dash right at the top, then it can be iffy. Because you might just drop down, you might miss the crystal, and you won't get the dash back. So death. For this one, I'm going to be dashing over, and he'll attack above. That's the same every time. So once this guy's at the bottom, I'm going to be jumping over, dash, he'll attack over, we can stay here, dash, dash, staying here, jumping up, grabbing this, staying here, take our time, jumping up. Okay, and this will be our next time we're going to dash over him. Going to be jumping up here, this will be the next point. This will be the next point. This will be the next point. And this is the same every time. These are the same jump points that I use every time to go over him. This is another one, you don't have to wait here, but you can if you want. And then that's the end. So I'll just go through a full run of that. So he goes to the bottom, dash here, he attacks above, we stay here. We dash over, get next to this spring, wait for him. Jump up, dash. Wait here for him to jump. And then this is the next bit. Down here, this is our next jump. This one up here is our next jump. This one next. You might find a faster way to do it, but these are the ones that I've just found consistent. And then we just go. And like I say, you don't actually have to wait for this one, even though I just made a bee of it. It's because of cat. Oh. Hang on, kill me. Above. Next to here. Same room. Happens the same way every time. If you do it in this way, I should say. There's probably a quicker way to do it, but thing to keep in mind when you're trying to do a Deathless run is, like, it is a Deathless run, it's not a speed run. Anything that speeds up the run but doesn't add to the consistency of the run should sort of be got rid of. Yeah. Like I say, these attacks are happening at the same time every run now. And then by the end. Yep, so that's chapter 3. Yeah, so standing, crouch and jump dash. Yeah. Solid shout, Kero. Very nice. That'll be included. Kudos to Kero. Right, chapter 4. The Land of Wind and Snow. This is going to be a really awkward chapter to talk through, but anyway. These ones, to get this jump, you need to wait until the cloud like reaches the top. If you try and jump too early, you'll do these weird stuff. So just go with the cloud and let it push you up, jumping right at the end. Yeah. Take a couple of attempts really like practicing with the clouds, because you don't want like just a random cloud to mess up your run. And then just, this is all like standard stuff. Don't do that. That's what I've done several times. So I was of course just showing that for practical effects. Just make sure it's a skip cutscene before you press it, because muscle memory may force you to press the retry. This one, just dash, dash. Made it be we jump into this one, dashing right, dropping down and going forward. Same every time. So grabbing this, jumping over, dash, dropping down, going through. This one, we're just going to be always dashing right. You don't need to do any diagonal dashes. Everyone can be just horizontal dashes until the end there. This one, this is the way I found most consistent. So we're going to be jumping up here, grabbing this, dashing, grabbing this wall, climbing up, jumping on here, and then dashing on here. It's the most consistent way I found. You can, go back. I've tried, you can go over, jump over that and dash over, but you go off screen, so I don't really like it. So I do that under up method. It's super consistent. This one, right at the start, we can just jump to this middle platform, wait until it's at the end, and then jump over. You don't have to mess about with anything else other than that middle platform. Here we're going to be saving our dash until right at the end. So we're going to be jumping on here, dashing left, slowly dropping down that wall, and then wall jumping. So grab, jump over, dash left, slowly drop down the wall, and wall jump. This one, just dash up, diagonal up, wall grab, jump, up, right, or let's see the other way, but yeah. This one, again, we're just going to go with simple horizontal dashes, keep it the same every time. So horizontal dash, jump, horizontal dash, jump, horizontal dash, jump, horizontal dash, up we go. Same every time. I try to keep, where I can, I try and keep horizontal dashes or vertical dashes. Diagonal dashes you have to do sometimes, but if you can minimize them, I feel it makes it more consistent, because diagonal dashes can be iffy. Yeah, let's go up here now. To get up here, we're just going to climb up here. And up here we go. This is all standard stuff. Yeah, there's not much you can say about these. This is just follow the same route kind of thing. Yeah. It's the time when the wind and the snowballs appear. That's when the issues arise. Okay. So this one, we're going to be jumping across, dashing, climbing up. Diagonal dash to this one. You've sort of, with the wind in these sort of grabs, you've sort of just got to commit to it, because if at any point you like stop holding the right button or stop or go left, then you won't be able to grab this. Like if at any point you stop holding right there, you just won't reach this platform. So if you're gonna commit, then commit. Dash right, up, grab, dash right. So I just get to the end and then wall jump and then dash up, but you can't just like crawl your way down if you so wish. But yeah. This one, dash right, and then dash up. Jump over, jump over. It doesn't feel like you'll reach that that bubble, but you will. This one, diagonal dash up, get on the corner, then dash up. Then just jump over, and then jump. That one will take a bit of practice. The timings on that is quite weird, but not in a... it just takes a bit of practice kind of thing. Don't really know how to describe it. This one, so dash right, straight up dash. Celeste has a sort of mechanic that it will draw you towards the wall. So if you just dash straight up, it will sort of be like magnetized to the wall. So just do a straight up dash, and then hold right, holding the grab button or the climb button for PS4 it's L2. This one, dash right, dash up. Let the wind push you into this wall climb. This one, dash right, hold left. And up we go. This one, just follow this route. Simples. Hold left, dash left. That one, just bubble goes left, dash left, and you'll end up on here. Get up here, platform, get your dash back. If you try and climb straight on that, you'll lose stamina and end up falling in the spikes. So remember to get that last platform to get your dash back. This one, we're going to be running ahead of this, so just follow this route. So grab this. We're just going to be beating it to everything. Let's jump over here, dash up, grab that, jump back, and wait for the platform. Okay, this one. We're going to be using our dash at the start. We should be going straight to the start, so we've got the winds, we dash up, and then we're going to be landing here and waiting for the wind. So waiting for that, wait for it to calm, and then we're going to take our time with that, and then we're going to dash into the spikes, which you shouldn't do. And that's why analog can betray you. But we grab onto this, wait for the wind to die down, jump on this, dash up this time, and then just climb up. Jump up here, wall climb. We need the wind pushing us, so we get this. Wind dies, we get this. Wind pushes us, and go up here. I'll retry that because there's a couple of things there. So we need the wind pushing us for this bit. So wait for that. This bubble here, we need to wait for it to be calm. And this bubble here, we need the wind to be pushing us. So the timing on that is not precise, but you need to, each bubble you need to be going with the wind or calm. This one is just going to be a set of horizontal dashes. So dash, 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 wall climb. Okay, this one, we're going to be landing on the platform and then just waiting a sec. If you dash straight away, the timing's going to be off. So you're going to be dashing, hitting the platform, it's going to activate, waiting like half a second, and then dashing off. So we dash on, wait a sec, dash, and then getting this, grabbing onto the platform. Just thinking then. Grabbing on this, dash, wall climb, dash, grab, hits the bottom, we drop down, and we do that. Yeah. What I was thinking there is you can either like hold right to the end and wait for the moving platform to like break up and then drop down, but you can just drop off when you blow it. Grab this, wait a sec, jump into that, jump, wall climb, we're below so we can let go, dash up. Okay, this is going to be the first one with snowballs. So we're going to be having 3 snowballs here. The first one's going to be when we go past this section. We're going to go onto here, so we're going to wait for the second one. There's going to be a third one that we're going to jump over, and then we're here. Once we're on this platform, and I think whilst we're climbing it as well, there'll be no platforms, so no snowballs. So once we're here, we are safe. But once we're away from it, it's free reign for the snowballs. So and the wind's shoving me. But yeah. But once we're on this, you've got nothing to worry about, so you can you're fine. So this one, I jump to get that first snowball. I wait for the second one, get this, and then I'm just waiting for the snowballs so I can see them, and then just jump over them, and just take your time with it really. Wait for the snowballs and only then jump over them. So wait for the snowballs, jump over. I could have gone for it now, but I'm just showing. Yeah. Try not to like dash or jump or go when the snowballs are off screen, because one can just like come out of nowhere and like end you. So take your time with it and jump over the snowballs when they appear, and that's only how you should be doing the forward progression with that. This one, it's the same every time, so we're going to be getting to here, we're going to dash, 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 and then once we're here, we're safe. Same every time, just do it like that. Don't rush when there's that on that second spring when you're in the air. Don't press dash too quickly, because if you try to rush it, the snowball pattern will be off. So it's like dash, take your time, dash, take your time, dash, take your time, and it's the same every time. This one is the same every time, so dash, jump, dash. This one is a bit more speedy, just because that's how the pattern works out. So going on here, we're going to be climbing up, and then just dash, dash, dash. And we do need to be always holding forward, because otherwise the wind will push us off. Yeah, that's that. This one, just 2 rights, directly up. Turn left. If you just dash up, like without holding left, the wind will push you back, but you won't be facing the wall. So even if you press the climb, you won't grab it. So right, dash up, and we're not facing the wall, so we won't climb. So it's a really easy way to just drop down and die. So be sure to turn around on your controller or keyboard to make sure you're grabbing the wall. So right, dash up, turn left and grab the wall. Grab this, right, horizontal, and then we're just going to do diagonals. Yeah. Okay, and we are right near the end, so this one's going to be right, dash, drop down, right, up, straight up. That final bubble there, this one just second to last here, we're just going to be going straight up, dashing up, and using the wind to push us into the second bubble. So yeah, just dash straight up, let the wind push you into that last bubble, and then we're on the last section. So here we're going to just jump, right dash, up dash, hit that. We're going to be getting that strawberry. That final bubble there, you want to be aiming for the strawberry, dashing straight up, hitting the bubble, and then going up. Don't do anything diagonal, just go straight up, the wind's going to push you, and then you've got that final dash that'll get you to the end. So we're going to be jump, right dash, up dash, drop down, go for the strawberry, up, wind's pushing us, using that dash to get to this last bit. And that's chapter 4. Right, chapter 5. Mirror Temple. The land of squids and seekers and all the above. Okay. Right to start, now to worry about. Just getting to where we want to go. So, let's just go over there. This will probably help with the routing as well, because Mirror Temple can be awkward if you don't know the route, but this is the quickest way I found. So we're going to be getting this up here. Okay, so here we're going to dash. This platform down on the left is going to move when we dash. So we're going to dash and position ourselves above it. Then crouch, if you don't crouch, you'll get shoved off. So remember to crouch. And then we go. Then we dash here, and then we're going right. Okay, this one we're going to go right, and then we're going to dash straight up before we go into the crystals. So go straight, dash up. And for these, we're going to wait until they've got, like, they've just reached the other side, so they're going to do another loop before we jump over. And we're going to die, so we'll go again. So, go right, make it be that. So, they crossed, jump. So, as they cross, that's when we're jumping. So, they cross, then we jump. There might be a different way, the timing can obviously be more awkward. It can be different. But, yeah, that's the way I find it. Just jump as they cross. Okay. We're just routing through here. Don't do that. Jumping up here. So this one, we're going to dash and holding the climb button, so as soon as it hits us, we're climbing on it. So dash right, climb, jump up here. We're going to be down dashing, so it jumps over here. We're going to drop down and dash into the platform to grab it. It's the most consistent way I found. So then dash into it, climb, and let the platform do the work. Yeah, I'd just say do it like that. I've tried a few different ways, but that's the most consistent way I found doing it. And then off we go. Here we're going to do the key skip. So we get this one, we go right, and there's a little hidden section here, and we go straight up, and that's all good. For those who also might not know, that's the way you have to do it to get the B-side, I think, in this level, because you need the key. Anyway, dash right, hang on. Okay, so we grab this, go right. This one's just more following the routes up to the platforms. And onto the moving things. Okay, so this one we're going to wait until it goes past. Goes past, grab this, and it's going to be the same for this one. This one's going to be when they reach the very end. That's when we go. So they reach. Oh, okay. Really awkward to describe these. So, goes past. Goes past. Yeah. You'll get a feel for the timing. But anyway, just as a small thing, that's how you go and get the B-side. If you do that key skip, bring the key, that's how you go and get the B-side. Okay, then we go next. We go on to the actual meat of this level. That's more like an introduction. Oh yeah, and just as a small thing, because I always used to like shake the analog or thing to try and get, like, I thought that affected it, but that's literally just time. He'll break out without you touching the controller. But yeah, and when you're close enough to hear, I think as well, he'll actually dash afterwards without us needing to. Ouch. Right. This is the main parts though, these next 3 segments. So first we need to have a few natters with battle in, which we promptly skip. Right. So we're going to be dropping down, dashing, because again these platforms move when we dash. Getting that bubble, going straight up, dashing left, because we'll land on this platform here. Dashing up and then dash. This one's just going to be a follow what I do kind of thing. Dash up, dash left, up here, dash over here. Platform's going to be here waiting for us. Again, same thing with here. So dropping down, grabbing this. Don't use your dash around here. You need it for this bit. And saved it there, but yeah. Don't use your dash because you're going to need it when you're on this side to push the platform. This bit, we get this, and then just get out of the way so the squid can't follow us, or Seeker. Okay, this is where we get into some specifics. So, this one, we want to get his attention, climb up, and he's going to come up above us. We're going to hit him, and then be on our way. And I'm going to do this a couple of times, but this is... So hang on, let's see. So, in that scenario, he hit this, and then came up and he got to, and we did that. But what you can also do is do that. In which case we can do the same thing. But what you can also do is that. Come on, work with me. What you can also do is that you can both avoid this, and you can avoid that that bit you ran into as well. Yeah, so he does that. In that case, you want to drop. You want to stop climbing, because if he goes through here, he can come back and hit you whilst you're here. So if he does this, just drop. He won't come up from below you, and you won't be able to stomp on him. So if he goes past you, then drop and go on your way. Okay. But here we grab this one, drop down. I wave dash for a bit of speed. And that one. So yeah, just do that route. This one, same thing, you just follow this route. So we come up here, dash, getting this one, wave dash up here, grabbing this one, dashing through. Same thing, follow that route. Same with this one, we come up here, here, dash out. Same with this, so he's gone past us, so we have to drop down, grab this. Yeah. Same for everyone, if he hits the platform below, then we can wait here and he'll jump up and we can stomp him. But otherwise, we have to drop down. This one. So this one, we're going to do the exact same thing, but in that top right corner, we're going to go into. And the way we get there is we dash here and we dash here. We stomp, and then we're going to go through here and dash away as soon as you can. Then we're going to be getting these three, dashing up, grabbing this, and then wall climbing. He's going to come through. We're going to stop. Excuse me. And he's done something weird. Well, that's actually quite funny because he's never actually done that before in all the runs we've done. But yeah, this is actually a good point to show that they're not majorly scary. As long as you take your time with them, you can just jump over them like however long you want to. Like, I would actually have like a period of time where you just like practice like matadoring them, where you just jump over, stomping them, because you can get into a thing of rushing. So just, I'd say, have this like time for yourself to like just jump over and stomp them. But anyway, let's try that again. So we just dash up here, jump, wait for him, he'll do that. We dash away. We get these three. Grab this, and I'll be interested if he does this again. But normally he'll go to the left now, yeah. In which case we stomp, we wall jump, and then we grab this. Sometimes they'll do this, in which case we have to stomp. Sometimes they'll get caught, but either or. Skip this. Left. This is like, just follow this route. Okay, there's two ways to do this, sort of. So, if you want to be speedrunner-esque, you can actually, like, I'll show this, I don't recommend it. I just think it's pretty neat. But what you can do is not that, which is exactly why I don't recommend it. But if someone's more consistent than I, you can grab this, dash into this, jump off this. And when you're at like the 2.5 distance between these crystals, you can do a diagonal up dash and you'll get to the other end, so which I've not practiced for a while. Yeah. So if you can get that consistent, then that is the best way to do it. But other than that, I would go this way. Yeah, that's just showing for info. I don't actually recommend it, but if you can get consistent at it, it is the better way. More so if you're speedrunning. This one we do the same way every time. So we get this one, and I did it the wrong way because of all the concentrating. So we get this bubble, diagonal down. We get this one, this bubble, dash down, this bubble, left. Same way every time. So this, below this. Make a bit of that. Yeah, same way every time. As long as you don't make a bee of it. Okay. Right. So next we're going to be dashing into that thing. Also, I should have mentioned, I do this sort of in the dark. Before all this, you can actually go and speak to Theo, and this will all be lit up. I'm just so used to it that I've not gone and done that. But that actually makes it all like lit up, so it'll be easy to see if you're not used to it yet. But it doesn't really affect anything other than that. So once you got comfortable with it, you can just go straight to all this. But anyway, so we're going to drop down here. We're going to dash up here. So if he goes up there, we're going to go under. If he followed us the other way, then we would just jump over the other side. So if he goes up the left side, we're going to drop down and dash between the spikes. If he goes up the other side, either way is pretty easy to avoid. Oh, sugar. So this one is basically a one-on-one with the squid / seeker. So we are going to have to stomp on him. This is a good place to get some practice in. And you want to be jumping on his head. Jumping on this when two, like there's the like kind of AoE things. And you want to be jumping on him when that second one's gone. Because if you do it too early, the explosion will go off and you'll just die. So in order to get that that pulse that'll push you away, you need to be jumping on at that second after that second pulse. But yeah. Always wants to come whilst I'm doing stuff. Right. But yeah. So we stomp. Wait for the second one. Get that. And make a bee of it. This is, in fairness, probably the riskiest part of this section. Because it is purely a one-on-one. And after you're in the air, it's really risky. So second one, jump. Like the most worrying section is, and then we just get out of the way and dash up here. The most annoying part of this section is once you've got on this, because you're still in the air. So just try and get to the air, get to the ground as quick as possible. Really, sometimes you can just get really bad unlucky. Be careful of like holding onto the walls, because if you hold onto either of these walls once you've gotten that thing up there, it will slow you down, and in that moment you've not got a dash, so there's no way to avoid him. So just try to get to the ground as quick as possible when you're like that. But yeah, just follow this route. This one, like, if you dash up here, you're going to get smushed, so you've got to dash over to the left and do that. And going up here, remember to get the key, because it's actually pretty easy to miss the key and you don't have to do all that again. Okay, and now we're going to be going down here. Again, I might actually just show it for ease. If you're not comfortable with it yet, then you can always come up here, have a quick natter with Theo, and all of this will be lit up, so it'll be a lot easier to see. But once you've got practice at it, it won't really be necessary. You'll know the way around. But anyway, down here. Remember, these move when you dash, so we're not going to dash until we approach that second one, because when we dash, that will move out of the way. So we come here, go left, we dash to get that out of the way. We're going to dash on top of this because it meets us so we can land on it. Jump, and then dash, that moves out of the way. Simples. This one. No, go on. This one, we're going to be launching ourselves, dash over. Don't immediately wall jump, because if you do, this bubble won't. Let's just show it quick. Claudia. Oh, come on then. Come on. So dashing up, making a bit of it. Oh, okay. Why is jump also not working? There we go. If you wall jump immediately, this bubble won't be back. Oh, it might be back in time then. I wouldn't recommend doing an immediate wall jump at least. So wait for the bubble to reappear and then just dash back up here. And then same thing, just make sure you get the key. Okay. And then make sure to get these two. We already got that one earlier when we were nattering with Theo. And then just go left. Okay. Drop down. Now, I prefer falling on the right side of this spring because of where he travels. You can fall on the left side, but I find sometimes it can be weird. Like this can be a very iffy one sometimes. But I'll just show how I do. So I fall on this right side, dash up here, and then it's sort of a rush to get to the top. This one's very much about being speedy kind of thing. So dash, getting up here, getting our dash back on that platform, and then going up. We want that dash want to get our dash back just before there, on that platform just there on the left. So we drop down, dash, get on here, dash, jump up, get our dash back, climb up, and off we go. Then we're coming up here. It's really it's really easy to do it that first time. Once you enter this arena, you are already jumping up, so it's really easy to get to this when you first enter. So anyway, we'd enter, we jump up here, dash here, climb up, and then wave dash, or ground dash. Same every time. This one, wait for them to go, and just do that. Really simple, that one. This one, we're going to dash up, wait for him to attack, and get that. Jump on here, wait for him to go below, stomp, and then go. So, jump on here, jump up here, wait for him to attack. Don't wait too long or else you'll get smushed. Jump on here, wait for him to attack. Wait for him to come below, get this, and then be on your way. Okay, Theo section. Surprisingly consistent, the Theo section, which is a great thing to say before doing a guide on it. As in, the Seekers will definitely ruin it now. Okay, so here we want to stomp. If you don't get the stomp, you can always just do it here. So we get the stomp here, throw this up, and then we wait for him. You can either stomp or you can just jump over it. It doesn't matter either one. This one, same thing. Wait for him, try and get the stomp. If we didn't get it, this is slightly awkward. Missed the jump. Yeah. Try and get the stomp. One thing to get used to is doing this throw to dash. You can cover distance really quickly with that. So you throw in and dash in. It's a really speedy way to travel with Theo. So, like that. That is not the way to go though. Trying to shoot two things at once. So we stomp, we throw, we dash, we throw, and then we get that. And then we go with that. So I'll just show that again because I did a bit of messing about there. So he comes over. We stomp. We throw. We dash. We throw. We get this. And then we go on our way. The thing with the doors, the things we're going into the next rooms, is you can't exit a room without Theo going first. So your priority sort of has to be Theo. So as soon as he's through the exit and into the next room, that's when you can go. So make sure Theo's through the room before you try and dash out. So we throw that. Wait for this guy to rise up, and then get this. Wall jump. Throw Theo. And then we wait for this guy. Wait for him to come up. And then be on our way. I'll show that again. So Theo gets that. We dash up. We wait for him to come up. We get the second one. We wall jump. We throw Theo. We wait here. Wait for him to come up again. If he's awkward, but the thing is, if it's awkward, then just take your time. Like, there is no rush with these guys. So yeah, just take your time. If he goes off the rails, just don't panic. That's why it's good to practice that, being used to when to stomp that matador bit. Just get used to practicing stomping on them and reacting to them. But we get that, we throw this. Get this. And then we're actually far enough ahead so we could actually go now, but a lot of the times he'll actually catch up. So we'll do that. So if he does catch up, then just pick your moment, do some matadoring, wait until you stomp him. So this can go on for a while. But don't get impatient. So I'm jumping higher than I need to here, just to show, but yeah. But eventually you'll get a stomp. And then just be on your way. That's also a good place to practice that as well. Theo goes and grabs that for us. And then run our way. This bit, we're going to send Theo out first. And then we're going to follow him. You want to be jumping off this platform because you want to be higher up. Because there's going to be a barrier here that the Seekers are going to run into. If you just go low, if you just use the platform and don't jump off it, they can go lower down and hit you. So you want to be jumping off this platform. So we're going to dash down, jump. We're going to hit that platform, and then once we're through here, it's blocked off. So, show that again. We send Theo out first. Here we go. Get Theo out of the way. Once Theo is past here, we can dash as much as we want, because once we're past here, the barrier comes down, so the speedier you are, the better here. Here, again, we're going to send Theo out first. Get on there, dash up, grab. And here, when we're just above this eye, we're going to be, whilst we're dropping, we're going to be throwing Theo and then dashing. Like one after another. So we're going to be just above the eye, throw, dash, because that's going to raise the barrier. Theo's going to go past it, and we can also go past it. And then the barrier should drop down before the Seeker's got a chance to follow us through. So, we throw, we dash, we jump over, we dash, we raise, just above the eye, we throw, and now the barrier is dropped before he can catch up. And now we just take our time. Just don't dash again because he'll be waiting. And it's really easy because you might be trying to rush or something, so just remember not to dash again when you're on that side, because he'll come straight away. Here, again, it's the same thing as what happened. We're going to throw Theo into an immediate dash. So throw into an immediate dash. If you take too long between, the platform will still have momentum and Theo will get chucked behind you. So you need to do it sort of at the same time, so the platform's already there waiting for Theo. So we're going to throw into dash. Platform's waiting. And then we're going to grab Theo. And then last section. So again, we're going to stomp, jump over. We're going to try and get to this section. Again, stomp, throw Theo. Going to be getting up here, and then off we go. There is quite a few variations with this, but that's pretty much the same route every time. You just need to be more you need to anticipate this guy a bit more. But try and get that stomp every time. Coming over here, getting ready, stomp, through this, and then off we go. So if you do miss him, so we'll try and show that example. So, but he gets it, so handy. So we missed the stomp. You want to be coming to here, get a stomp, get this, and then off we go. One thing to note, also, if hang on, I'll try and show it. So let's stomp. One thing to note is once we're here, we can actually do that. No, I wanted to show something. You can actually wall jump whilst carrying Theo when it's at the top. That's another good way to get on the top. You don't need to use the platform to push him up every time. If you get to the top and he's not there, you can just wall jump to get up there as well. Let's try and show it this time. Well, I did show it, but let's try and show it a second time. Okay, come on. Okay. Go away. Okay. Oh, come on. Couldn't do it then. Okay, it's a dash. So go. And then we can jump off here, and that wall jumps high enough for us to... that wall jumps high enough so we can get on the platform even without the platform like throwing Theo up. So you can also do that as well. And let's just get rid of you. So yeah, wall jump and the platforms, and we're high enough that we can do a wall jump off. And then this section is, yeah. It takes a bit of practice, that section, because there is a bit more varied to it, but doing those levels like I showed there, it reduces that a lot. It's, yeah, it ends up pretty consistent really. And then we just trick through it. Yeah, chapter 5, bit awkward, but I would say if you take your time learning how to like Matador those and getting used to the stomps, it will be a lot more of a chill section. But yeah. Right, chapter 6, Reflection, which should be renamed Badelin's level, because that's sort of the main worry in this game. Now to worry about around here, just feathers. Okay. Let's do a couple of messing about stuff where we have to go and grab this. And then we get properly into the level. Off we go. So these feathers, it's going to be a lot around just following the way I do it. I think there's very few cases where I do anything different or there's any like difference other than following the route. Or if there is, I shall make a note of it. But other than that, it's just follow the route that I'm doing, which will take practice, of course. Because the feathers can be very awkward. One thing I would get used to is this little dash into jump, so get used to dashing into getting on top of these. It's quite handy to know. Yeah. Feathers is mostly just practice. This all at the start is like, it's all the introduction. This, in fairness, this chapter is literally all about battling. Okay, this one, when we hit in, crouch. If you don't crouch, you're going to get shoved off. So you need to crouch. So dash in, crouch, hits this, jump, grab, and then get launched off. This one, dash. I go this way. I think you can go the long way around, but I just go that way. Okay. This one, we're going to be grabbing the very bottom, because if we stay at the top, we're going to get smushed. So we're going to be grabbing the bottom, getting launched, dropping down, grabbing this, and jumping off. Simple stuff. Okay, this one. Just avoiding, and the final one I like to dash, because we're sort of running out of like feather fuel at the end, so I normally like to dash right at the end, just to be safe. This one, just drop down and dash. Symbols. Jump up. Dash up. The safest place you're always going to be with these is getting right on top of it. Anything angled, and there's so much variability with how far you're going to get launched. So trying to stay on top is like the safest thing. Here we're going to get launched again. Then, like I say, safest thing is just dashing up on the top. Is like just staying on top, springing up and down, and then dashing off. Okay. Same thing. Trying to stay on the top, then hit the side of that one. I like to dash into this to get rid of the feathers, because if you travel into here with the feather, you can have like momentum and just get thrown into the crystals. So I like to dash into here using the feather to get rid of it, and then just walk in here. And then just dash up, dash right, dash angle. Grab this wall jump, grab this wall, and then dash up. Pretty simple, so dash up, dash right, up. Get into this corner, and dash. This one, you can just dash straight over it. Don't have to do any messing about, your dash covers that. Okay. This is probably the most iffy part of this this part of the chapter, which I really don't like. Anyway, let's calm me down a sec. But on this, let's wall climb. We have to hit the right side of that. So we have to do that and then dash up. That just takes practice. It's just a really awkward bit. But once you're down, it's pretty fine. And then this is the route I take for these final feathers. Yeah, just follow that. This one, I should note, when the feathers are not surrounded with a bubble, hang on, when the feathers are surrounded with a bubble, that means you have to dash into it. If they're not, that means you can just fall into it. That's really handy to know, because that one you have to dash into, this one you don't, you can just fall into it. Which is worth knowing, because I made that error last time. I tried dashing over here and then it caused death. So yeah, these ones you can just jump into. The bubble ones you have to dash into. So this one you can just fall into. This one we have to dash into. And that's that. Also, by the way, there's an Easter egg up there. So if you climb up there, there's a nice little Easter egg up there, so I'll leave you to find that if you so wish. Because I only found it like this past weekend, so. Okay, so going over here, grabbing on this wall, jumping on here. Don't hit that. Rather just do that. Don't hit those. Okay, and this one, we're going to be grabbing this, dropping down, dashing right, and dropping down. Super consistent every time. So, jumping over, dropping onto this platform, jumping off, climb, dash right, grab, drop down, not moving anything, and then we finish here. Stay on this one for a little bit, dash over when we've got the space, hit that left side, and then we're here. And now it's pretty much only battling left. There is this little bit here. Make sure you're pressed against this wall. If you're slightly off, you will hit this crystal, so keep holding left, or make sure you're on the left side. And then we're good. Then we're pretty much off to battling. This section, again, is another place that I like using the D-pad. I find it more precise, so this place I use D-pad. So we jump over, and then we're off to battling. Okay, battling is pretty much the same every time in the way that I do it. So I'll try to explain as I go. We'll reset a couple of times. It might change slightly because resets can change your position, sort of, but I'll try and explain as we go through it as well. And I'll note down a couple of places where it does change. But anyway, start off, dash in, dash, go back, dash up. So, hit in, dash through, it's going to fire down, and then we jump in. We'll wait for that one to fire, jump up, and we're going to be very chasing with this. So pretty much she only gets a chance to fire one fireball per section here. Yeah. This section she's just going to be firing one fireball per appearance. And then just follow this route that I take. Pretty much as soon as we've hit her, I'm trying to dash. So as soon as I can after we've hit her, I'm trying to dash straight away. So hit, straight away dash. Hit, straight away dash. Hit, dash. Same every time. Always going under those fireballs for that section. This is where the laser comes in. We want to be going straight after. I don't think she gets a chance to use the laser once in this section if we do it right. Apart from potentially here. If we're slow on this section, we do need to wait a sec. In which case, just stay on this platform and be used to practicing. So, if we were late, we would have to dodge that laser and then dodge this fireball. So we dodge this laser, we jump over that and then dash into her. But everything prior to that, we can pretty much get her before she has a chance to fire the laser. So we climb up, get used to the laser, wait for it to fire the fireball, and then dash afterwards. If you manage to get on top of here before she fires the laser, because like both of those times we've had to climb up and then avoid the laser. If you manage to immediately get on here, you can just go and dash straight into her. You've got the time. So again, this section, I don't think she has a chance to fire it off, apart from here. Immediately proves me wrong. But yeah, dash in, and then we're going to wait here until she fires, dash here, and then dash straight up. And then she won't have a chance to again get us there and again. So we go in, attack, wait here, dash straight up, and then just go to her. Okay, here we're going to wait for 2 firing off. We're going to wait here, and then we're going to attack. So we're going to wait for 2 lots here, go down, wait here for a sec, and then here. If we try to do it too quickly, she's going to fire directly down, and that she's going to catch us whilst we're trying to climb here, like that. So that's why we need to wait here for a couple of seconds. So wait for 2 lots, wait here, and then we're pretty much free. She fires off 5 lots, so just make sure you take your time coming up to this section, because once they've gone, you can just take your time and get her. Here, I'm going to be waiting for 2, jumping 3, I made a bit of the timing there. So, okay, so we're going to be jumping here, 1's going to go above, we're going to jump after the 3rd one, and the 5th's going to go above our head. So, we dash, go above the 2nd one, jump after the 3rd one, and then climb up. And just follow the timing of that really. So after the 1st one, jump over the 3rd one, and then climb up. Same every time. Dash up, fires off, that's when we get her. That's pretty much the same every time. So, climb up, wait for her to fire off the 1st lot. Jump, get her. Jump, then go below that laser. Simple as that. So, where was it? Dash above here, goes to fire the 1st one. Dash, grab, jump under this laser, and then we can jump in. This one we're going to go under this time, because the laser will go above our heads. Then we dash up, we're here, jump, and then go straight at her. If you're a bit slower there, because you can fire off some fireballs afterwards. So if we do it this time. So we're a bit slow. We just take our time and go after that one. She does 3 lots of those with that one. So just be careful. This one, just follow this route. Dash into her. Go around here, dash into her. So, get this. Dash. Dash. Jump. So, spring up, go with the laser, go here, get to this platform, dash up, and go. If you hit that right, you can pretty much go straight at her, but coming here is sort of the safer way of doing it. Here we wait for the first laser and avoid it. We do the jump dash. Oh, that's weird. But anyway, we jump dash over here and then we would attack. Then we can come into this platform, do the same thing. Do the same thing here. And then we can finish it. This one, another wave dash or jump dash. Dash. And this is again, just follow this route really. This one we'll have to jump above it. And dash through, dash through. This one we can take our time with, because there's now to be done. Okay. So this one is one that changes. The very first time you're doing it during a run, you can dash immediately onto this platform. If you retry, reset, you don't have time because you start in a different position. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump and do a horizontal dash onto the first green platform and then dash up. You can't do that when you retry because the platforms are coming down already. So you'll get crushed the second or any other time that you do it. The first time you can do this. So if you're doing the run, you can do this. Any other time, you just have to wait a sec. So we can get to this platform, dash up, and do that. If we retried, we get smushed. So going to this first platform, you can only do so during the first run. You have to take a little bit more time if you're doing it a second time. Just pointing out. This one, your eyes should be on when this platform meets the floor. When that platform hits the floor, that's when to jump. So platform hits the floor, and then we dash. Take a bit of time to practice this. So hits the floor and then dash. So hits the floor and dash. When it hits the floor, that's the point to press the jump and get flung, and then dash diagonal up. This one takes a bit of practice. These sections, which I really don't like these, but the sort of way I try to do them is I try to stay in the air as much as possible with these, because then you'll never like fall into them and find it a lot easier. So we're going to try and stay in the air as much as possible to try and get the balls firing up. And you can also do the wall climbs I did there. That section, however, the section we're in now, so we get it firing up and then come off the wall. This section is the same every time. You can dash up here, come here, and then do that. So I'd watch that back. Those last 3 platforms that we did there, you can do that the same way every time. So there we go. This one, it's good to just wall grab and then drop down. That bit there, that we just did there. Don't grab the wall. Stay on the wall side, but just drop. Because if you try to slowly crawl down, the laser will come and hit you before you have a chance to get her. If you just drop down straight, you'll be able to dash into her before she has time to hit you. So we go through, hit that, we go to the right, but we just fall down and we have time to get her before she can get us. We dash to the left, we get launched, we go here. You don't need to land on that platform, just dash right, just dash left into that bumper. You don't need to land on that green platform, there's no need. Yeah. Go in, wall grab, we just drop straight down, dash in, get launched. Don't need to hit that green platform, just dash that and dash in. Okay, this one. It actually kill us because then we don't have to worry about laser. This one's going to be sort of following the route that I do, but between the second and third feathers, you want to slow down a bit because there's a timing with these. There's the timing space with these lasers. If you just go straight to feather to feather to feather, there's an awkward timing when you're going under one of the platforms that the laser can catch you. If you slow down, the timing, you won't get that timing kind of thing. Because your position will be different relative to the spacing of the lasers. It's hard to describe or to try and show. So we do this one's normal, and then we take our time here, get this third one, and then we can just go. If we just went feather to feather to feather, we can really easily get caught in that position I was just in then. So if we just went laser to feather to feather to feather, so just go in feather to feather to feather. Then it's completely fine. But yeah, I would recommend doing it where we slow down the second one though, because it can have effects. So we wait, we get this third feather, and there's no issues. It seems a bit weird because we managed to do it then, but I promise that there is awkward timing with that. But yeah, show it one last time. So we get this. We slow down, then we get third. Get this feather, go up, dash right, jump over this, wait for the laser, jump down, get the platforms, and that's battling done. And chapter 6 done pretty much, because the only dangers are these two crystals, and I don't know who would jump into those. That's pretty much chapter 6 done. Now it's just a case of getting to the end. Yeah, and that's chapter 6 Reflection. Done. Trickiest case is just learning all of Battlin's section. Section prior is just being comfortable with the feathers. Battling will just take the most practice, but overall, alright. Right. Chapter 7, Summit. Probably one of the most fun of like any percent. I really like Summit. Yeah. Start, simples, yeah. Follow the routes. This one, straight up dash, diagonal, dash left. You can, if you are skilled, like, if you so wish, you could also do a wave dash here. I used to do this. But going the above way is just a lot more consistent, so if you want to risk that, you can. And then go up there. And this is just same. I probably shouldn't actually, like, that one was a bit too speedy. You can take your time with that one actually, so yeah. Yeah, simples. This one, another one, you could, if you so wished, you could do that, but like I say, that's only if you're pretty confident with wave dashing. The safer way is to do it like this. It's just a lot more consistent. And then this one, just follow this route. so many different routes to do this section. This is just the one I do consistently. Okay. Yeah. The 0 meter section, very little to it. Just an introduction. Okay. Next section. 500. Over we go. Okay. This one, you've got to be careful. It might be worth doing D-pad for this one, but so it's going to be one horizontal right, one directly up. So right, get that. Make a bit of that. And like that. That was a bit messy, but so right, directly up into that spring, diagonal, hit that, like that. Okay. Spring. Wall grab, dash here, get this, dash up. Up, grab this, 2 straight up. Like I said in the previous chapter, you want to try to keep it as straightforward as possible with horizontal dashes and vertical dashes, because diagonal dashes can just be iffy sometimes, so if you can remove them, it's best. Sometimes you can't, and sometimes they are useful, but if you can limit it as much as possible to horizontal dashes and up dashes, it just, I feel, makes it safer, more consistent. But anyway, as we go into diagonal dashes. So this is the route I go to get these, even though I made a video there. But yeah, that's just the order I do to get them. So get this one, get the dashes back, get that. No. There's different ways, but that's the route I prefer. This one, get launched, double dash, here. There's 2 ways to do this. There's a safer way, and so you can just do it like that if you so wish. Maybe a safer way to do it would be to get here, position yourself, and then do it like that. That's again like preference-wise. The wall grab version is the safer way to do it. Again, this is another one. And I'm just showing this for more informational terms. I would say like grabbing these and doing it like this. This is always going to be the safer way because you're not rushing. You can take your time. Like super simple to do that. But if you so wish, you could also do it like that. But that is a bit risky. So I would recommend doing it the first way. Okay, so we get this. Dash up, grab the side, that goes up, and then we diagonal dash here. Wait for this, get it launched up, and that's 500 meters done. Okay, 1,000 meters. Okay, so this is just going to be a bunch of diagonals. So when so point to note is whenever you pass through this thing, you get all your dashes back. So it's obvious, but just to keep in mind, if you go in a bad position, just remember you've always got 2 dashes to go once you've left this. So there is quite a lot of time to recover in most cases. So if something goes wrong, like if you do an awkward dash, just remember you've got time to maybe like dash straight up. So just dash straight up, grab a wall, recover, make a note of where you are, and like if we've made a bit of it there, we've got to add 2 dashes back and we can do what we want. But yeah, so went wrong, position, and then just carry on our way. But anyway, ignoring all that. This is the route I take, so I crawl. That's the route I take. Okay, this section, just follow this route. Simples. Again, there'll be a few different ways, but that's the route I like. That section just there, there is a spring there, but I prefer to jump from it. And then dashing up. And then, again, there's a spring here, but you don't really need it. So I sort of just like to dash, like jump away from like this star mass, and just go straight there. Yeah, just follow that really. You could go that way, but I prefer just doing this way. It's simple. Yeah, but that is a personal preference thing. So then we just go through here. Point of note, just another Easter egg thing. If you want to get like these crystals, that's where this level 1 is. That's if you're getting like the blue hearts. Okay. Yeah. That's sort of just the route. I do that because you could sort of, I think, maybe not actually. I thought you could just go straight there, but I do one dash straight up to position, and then dash straight down. So dash straight up, position, diagonal straight down, and then come through here. But yeah. Jump through here. Follow that route. Don't do that. Yeah. This chapter, there's not much to talk about. It's just basically follow that route kind of thing. Okay. 1500's probably one of the most awkward ones. Again, I'm not even talking through that. So, when that one goes from the right to the left, that's when we go and get this. When that one drops to the floor, that's when we get that one. This one, okay, so first of all we get to this platform to dash up. I jump here, I do an upwards right diagonal dash. When that blob passes the middle section, coming over to the left. So when that passes the middle bit, going to the left, that's when I diagonal dash. So we just jump on here, waiting for that moment, gone past the middle bit, then we're good. And now we can chill on here. That's when, so like now, or now, or now. Yep. When it passes the middle bit. So, let's time it, and like that. And then we can just go under this bit, easy. And then go under that. Simples. This bit, there's a few ways to do it, but literally a way I found 2 days ago is to do this. I literally found out about that 2 days ago. So that gets rid of that room. So, for this one, you want to be... Okay, this left one that I'm jumping at now that goes from left to down, from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. You want to be diagonal dashing up when it's at 6 o'clock, and the eyes are pointing to come back to 9 o'clock. So it goes to 6 o'clock, dash up, dash up. So, goes to 6 o'clock, eyes, dash up, dash up. Okay. This one, just jump over, get up here. You can also just like dash to here as well and climb up when it's safe. This one you can do that. I find it a bit risky, so I prefer to do not that. So I prefer to do that and wait. If you're confident, do that bottom section, but I prefer wall jumping and then jumping over, just find it more consistent. Okay, next. Jump here, wait for it to drop down, and then dash over. Dash straight up here, grab this wall. Wait for him to go by. Okay, this bit, we're going to be grabbing onto that wall on the right, and we're going to be dropping down when that blob down there is on the left side, about to go to the right side. So we grab onto the wall, it's on the left side, going to the right, we drop down, dash right, then we go through. You don't need to drop on this bit. If you've got enough stamina, you can just go onto this wall and be on your way, but that bottom section can be a good way to just take your time with it. Okay. This section. Basically when it goes from right to left, when it's going from the right bit to the left bit, so just jump over. So right, jump over, left. Pretty simple. So it's on the right, we jump over, and we're good. We wait for that one to jump down, that one goes down, and we're good. Okay, so on the right, jump over, at the top, we dash, at the top, we dash. All good. Okay, this one, we're going to be jumping into that that button, and then doing a diagonal dash upright, waiting a sec because we can't do two immediate dashes because we'll go into the platform won't have moved. So we're going to jump into this, do one dash, two dash, like having that small little break between the first and second dashes, and then we just dash over. This one, we're going to just do a horizontal dash straight to that second platform. We're not really going to mess about with this first one. So he raises up, we dash straight across. Wall jump, he goes up, we get our dash back, we climb up, get back, get our dash back, back. Pretty much same as that. So yeah. So you're going to be here, you're going to wait for it to climb up, going to get on an immediate dash. So yeah. So it raises up, get on, immediate dash to the next section. Okay. Next. Same thing with this. Every time it goes up, we just dash up. Dash up. And this one, just take your time with. So it's going to be, we're going to jump directly up and then just do two horizontal dashes. So, jump, dash, dash. Don't need dash, dash. Don't need to do any diagonals. Don't need to jump any angles or anything like that. Just dash, dash. Okay. This one is a bit of timing because I made a bit of it there, but I don't really have a timing, like a marker for this, but it's how to describe sort of. But I dash and then drop down. Make use of the fact you can speed up how quickly you can drop. So if you need to drop down quicker, then hold down. If you need to take your time, then make sure to use a dash, or just drop slowly. Hard to really word that one, but it's not that tricky. Just make use of the fact you can speed up your descent, and it's pretty alright. But anyway, so this one, we're going to jump over when that blob is at the ground, at the bottom level. So let's try that again. So it's at the bottom, so we jump over, dash, wall jump, get this, up, up. Okay. This one, we're going to go to here, jump over here, wait for that blobby to go, dash, dash. You don't need to use these that platform there necessarily, and if you are going to, I would not use it where I just did. Because what you can do instead is do this. So we dash over, and then just drop down, and this time and use the platform this way, because you can save your time with this one. So do this, and then do that. Pretty alright. Okay, 2,000 meters. Just jump over this, get to this, wall climb, dash, and then up we go. For here, we're going to be using the route up there, and the way we do that is we jump up here and we go through it here. So if you don't know, when you change rooms like this, you get your dashes back. So that means we can pretty much infinitely dash, and that's how we get up here. Okay, this section here, we're just going to be walking off. We're not jumping, we're just letting the clouds do the work. So we're just walking across, we're not jumping, we're just walking across for those first two pink clouds. So just walking across, I'm not pressing jump, just the rocking of the cloud is doing the work. So walking across, and there's two things that can happen with this cloud. Two things on the very left edge. You can either land on it, or you can miss it and you'll fall below it. So I'd practice for both. So we just walk across these two. So we've landed on it, so then we just dash. So the alternative, or thing that can happen, is we walk across it, we miss it, we go below, we get our dashes back, and we've done the exact same thing. And the point I want to make with this is practice both, so you don't panic when it happens, because it's pretty easy to miss. So we've missed it, but we easily like corrected for ourselves. So be ready for both. It might even be worth like deliberately missing it, just to make sure you know what's happening. That can be one way to do it. Or if you don't want to do that way, you can do this bottom section here, but I prefer that way than this way. Okay, next. This bit, you can do it this way in Sort Like, which is probably actually safer. The way I do it is I just do another jump dash, and then I do right up dash. Okay. So yeah. In fairness, that is probably actually safer, but I just do that. But for that bubble down there, we're going to be holding right, so it goes right. We're going to do a diagonal right up, and then a vertical dash up. So bubble goes right, we then dash like half one, and then we do a vertical dash, so we hit the spring. Okay, so bubble goes right, diagonal dash, a vertical dash, and then we wall climb. If you so wish, you can also go the other way, which is up on that platform in the top left, and take your time with that. But that's just the way I do it. Practice both, whichever your personal preference is. This one, snowballs, so pretty much the same as chapter 4. When you see them, they're pretty easy to avoid, so you can take your time with and get more comfortable as you go in. So once you see it, it's easy to avoid. And once you're near the end, just make sure you take your time. Like if you're in the middle of these two and the snowball has gone a while ago, I'd say wait for the next snowball to avoid it and then get to the end. I find with the snowballs, whenever you try to rush it, it's like spells death. Okay. Next, push this down. This one's pretty, like, just follow what I do kind of thing. Yeah, not much to be said there, just follow that route. Okay, this one is a bit awkward, in fairness. I'll do a... hang on, can I do a version? I might get shoved into the next room. Okay, I'll just try and word it as we go. Okay, so jump on this, wall climb, up dash, angle, dash, up, diagonal, and then when we're at the top of this wall, like when we're at the top of that wall for the first time, that's when we're going to jump off. So, wall climb, hit, up, diagonal, diagonal, up, diagonal, climb to the top. Once we're at the top, I made a bee of it because I was rushing. Not rushing, I was taking my time. Up, diagonal, and then we climb up, and we're good. I think I forgot the dash last time. So up, diagonal, diagonal, up, diagonal, dash, get to the top, and then we jump. Right to the top there, just before we get to the crystals, right at the lip, that's when we're going to be jumping off onto the platform. So one more time, jump up, diagonal, diagonal, up, diagonal, dash up, we're at the top, jump, and we're good. Yeah. And then this one again is another just follow the route kind of thing. Just takes a bit of practice, this one. Yeah, I'll just show that a second time. But this one's pretty simple really, just follow the route. Yep. Okay, this one, I prefer doing a wave dash on this one. And the reason for that is, even if, like, a wave dash can happen where you get the dash back, so I've still got 2 dashes here. But it might happen where that happens, where I only have 1 dash, where I lose a dash. But even if that happens, then I can just come back here, go out here, and reset. But this is the safe way. So I prefer doing this, so I have 2 dashes here. So I can do it that way. Because I think the quotations, like, proper way to do it is to do this, and do it like that. But I just prefer wave dashing because then I've got 2 dashes, and then I can sort of, I've got more to work with kind of thing. But yeah, wave dash, drop down. Yeah. Simples. Okay. Is there anything here? I don't think so. I think this is just going to be a follow the route kind of thing. Oh no, there is one thing on this. So go left. Okay, and the one thing is here. So here you can like directly like dash from where it leaves you here. I prefer to wall grab and then dash. I just find it more consistent. So instead of like when Badlane throws you up directly dashing, which you can do, I prefer to first grab the wall and then dash up. Just because I find that more consistent during the runs. I can't really explain why, it's more consistent. So yeah, same thing, dash up, left, couple of dashes, grab, lift up, grab the wall on the left, jump, up, yeah, nice. 2,000 meters done. Okay, 2,500. And 2,500 has a very nice skip. Where we go left, we go up, and we go right. Already a nice bit of section done. Who wants to actually play the game? Or play the levels? Okay. So, this is actually something I found out the other day. So, the way you do it is made me a bit. I was just thinking about. I just found this the other day, so you can do that, and you get launched, which might actually be the better way to do it to be certain of it. So yeah, get launched. But yeah, this bit, just follow this route. I like to stand on this. Yeah, and make sure you get that platform. Yeah, stand on here, gets your dashes back. We jump on here, a couple of dashes. Okay. So down here, wait for this one to go to the right. Drop down, dash left, wall jump, and then if you're high enough, you can go straight into here, but if you're not, just go onto the wall, climb up, and get here. Okay. Okay. A funny thing here is the way I do it is this, where I dash and do it like that. I think like the proper way to do it though is to do this. So you don't have to worry about it at all, but yeah. But yeah, I just do it like this. Maybe wrong, maybe right. Well, it works for me. So you can either do that initial dash to get rid of that platform, or do the way I do it, where I dash between the bubbles. That's probably a personal preference thing, even though it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Yeah, I just followed those platform things I did there. Okay. Just dash. Oh, good. Okay. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to dash down to get this platform to come over here. We're going to jump over, wall grab, jump over. We're going to make a bee of it. Dash down, grab, jump, up dash, grab, and then let the platform bring us up. Okay. Hit. Okay, simples. Dash up. Dash up. Up, 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 up. Okay. I'll just show that one more time, because it's the longest section apart from the last bit. So up. Dash up. Simples. Okay. Don't think there's much to talk about other than just follow this route. I don't think. Again, another one. You could do it like that if you so wished. But again, that's confidence with wave dashing. The more consistent way that I've found is just jump on here as it's moving back, dash, grab, drop. That'd be good. Don't do that. Okay. Weird. Okay. The most difficult of all the sections. Okay. And then just wall jump between these two. But yeah, 2,500 meters done. What a mess. Okay, flags. There is only a few in this, but there is quite a lot to be said, I think. But most of these are the case of just follow the routes. Like this one's just follow the route. There's not much to be said. Yeah. This one we want that crystal because it resets our stamina. So I'd start this out with a dash so we can get this, and then we're gonna do 2 dashes here and get that. Okay, so jump off, dash up, jump off, dash up. Pardon me. This part starts with a dash. Start with a dash up because the wind wrecks your stamina. So start with a dash up, climb, dash up. Okay. That one's just really practice. Just follow that route. It's like, yeah, you'll sort of get him. Like I don't think it's that tricky. Okay. So first place we're gonna go here. You can really like dash straight over onto the flag place, but just stopping here, it's just safer. Okay. Double jump here. I made a bit of that. Okay, so double dash, 1 dash, dash, up, left. No, okay, 1 reset. Oh yeah, because we didn't get the flag. Climb up, diagonal on here, climb up on here, double diagonal, 1 diagonal, climb up, diagonal, left, 2 up. Okay. 1 diagonal, 2. Oh, climb up. Is there anything on this one? Okay, so 1. Oh, there is one on this one actually. So, for this one, the very end spring, you might feel the want to do a diagonal back right to hit the spring. But what I'd recommend doing is the second to last spring, we're going to hit that. We're going to do a left horizontal dash and then a vertical dash and then hold right to then hit the spring is the most consistent way I found. So it can be a left horizontal, vertical, and then hold right to hit the spring. So hit that. So left, up, hold right, and then we're good. Simples. So hit that. Left, up, hold right, and we hit the spring. Super consistent way to do it. Yeah, let's just follow that. Okay, yep, this one. So do dashes, dash straight up, and then just spam dashes to the top. Remembering to grab the wall, because if you fall with the wind, you've got next to no chance of recovering from there. Okay. Okay. These are pretty. Those two are like next to nothing. Okay, this one is just practice your dashing. I don't think there's much to be said apart from just follow the route here. Don't think so. Okay, with this one, it's going to be a vertical dash and then a diagonal dash. So vertical, diagonal. Simplest way to do it. Vertical, diagonal. Simples. 14-13, probably one of the most trickiest flags, I'd say, apart from number 9. But 14, I'm hitting this. The reason is because we've got to save our stamina. So we're going to be doing mainly wall jumps until the final wall bit. And the thing got to keep in mind is because the wind's pushing us up, we're going to fall slowly down the wall, so you don't need to wall grab on these next couple. So what we do is we go down, we get hit by the spikes. So we go in, go down, diagonal, diagonal, jump. So those three ones are all wall jumps. We're not grabbing any of them. So wall jump, wall jump, wall jump, and that's our first grab. And we're going to climb up. You might be tempted to like do some like climbing, like do some jumping up thing, but your stamina will go straight away. So just climb up, and your only jump should be right at the end when you're coming to get this. So that should be your only jump to get this final flag. Okay. Next, 13. So up, diagonal, fall into that, diagonal, diagonal, dash. Okay. So this is really awkward. The handy thing is you can sort of take your time with it because you get your dashes back from each spring. So that's the first thing to keep in mind, that you can actually take your time with this. But it's still awkward as anything. So the order I get them is I get this one, I get this one, I get that one, and then it's trying to get the perfect way on this. This is the most awkward because I find it very awkward to get the positioning right. So this will be a bit of practice, just to get the right timing. But once you do, it's pretty simple. It's just really nervous during the actual run to get that positioning right at the end. But yeah. Next. I don't think there's anything to be said about this one. Just follow this route. Okay. Diagonal dash, left, diagonal, left. This one, make sure you grab the wall, because if you just drop down, you can get hit by those spikes. So make sure you hug the wall and then drop, and don't just like try and drop down. Grab the wall and then drop. So, dash, dash, grab the wall. You can drop down now, and then we go up the wall. Like coming up here, it's just like wall jump because the wind's like throwing you up there. Okay, drop, drop, hold right. Okay, this one. You like, when you blow that centerpiece, that's when you're going to be doing the diagonal dash up. So you grab this, we're in the middle, then we dash, do the diagonal dash. Okay, chapter 9, probably the most nervous flag, especially when like coming here with a run going. This is another one where I use a D-pad, just because it's a bit more precise. But it's going to be an up dash. You want to be like maximizing the jump here. Maximizing the jump here. Doing up dash, left, up dash. Yeah. So jumping up. Simples, sort of. But yeah, I do recommend using D-pad on that one though. It's, as you might be able to see, it's very awkward. Okay, next. This one you can just do double dashes up. Pretty simple. You can do like hit it, do a diagonal dash to grab the wall, and then do that. But you can just double dash up straight up. Okay. Go straight to this one, then just go straight up. Simples. Yep. Nothing to be said there, really. Have to dash that one. You can't make it with just a wall jump. You can dash straight to that, but otherwise you can just drop on this platform. You can make it to this one most of the time though. Okay, for this one, dash up, I would recommend, because just climbing up just with just climbing can cause stamina issues and you might be rushing. So I'd recommend just grabbing, dashing up, taking your time, dashing up and then going. Okay. And then going here, dashing right, dashing left, coming up, left dash, up dash, and we're at the final. Here I position myself, so we're going to do 2 diagonal dashes and 1 diagonal and 1 vertical dash. And the place you want to be is here, where we're just on the right hand side of this flag thing. So we're just touching the right hand side. So we're going to do 2 diagonals and then 1 straight up. Because if we do it too far, we can get into the case of having to do like diagonals, and it's just really awkward. So this is just the way I found consistent. So we jump, 2 diagonals, 1 vertical, and then it's pretty standard stuff. This bit's a bit of an awkward one. This one, right at the end, don't rush it, even though it makes you want to, because you feel very far away from the platform. But you want that final one, you want to be making sure you are past the end before you do a vertical dash. If you do it too early, you're going to hit like the ceiling and that's the run over with. So make sure you're past the end before you do that vertical dash. So position ourselves, double diagonal, 1 vertical up, up, diagonal, we're past the end, we can vertical up, and then that's pretty much chapter 7. Because now this is chill, and then it's just a set of dashes now. As long as you pay attention, then all these, it's just, you can double dash over them all. But yeah, simples. And that's chapter 7, and that is the completion. So that is the complete guide kind of thing, walkthrough of how to do Celeste, any percent at least, Deathless. If there's any queries, then let me know on Twitch when I'm live, or in the YouTube comments if you're watching this on YouTube. And yeah, let me know if there's any queries, and hopefully it's helpful. Decent.